and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Oyenike and today is going to be very special. It's going to be business unusual. I'm having a chat with someone that just traveled out of the country. His name is Mr. Tokyoni, and we are going to be talking about migration and all of that. So very soon you're going to be seeing him is going to be on live because of course it's in Canada. We went through a lot to put this together and I'm sure you're going to have fun. I have all your questions and we're going to be answering them as detailed as possible. Yeah, that's it. So let's welcome Mr. Tokyoni for watching.
Hi, Mr. Tokyoni for watching. Good to have you here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, and I am so happy to finally have you on my screen. So, if you don't mind, please can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Good. Thank you, Oye. Nice meeting you. Hello, everybody. My name is Tokyoni Fowoshi. I'm an experienced and a committed project manager, specifically in the IT industry, with a lot of experience in driving end-to-end projects from the inception to the conception stage. And my competency includes Agile and Scrum methodology. I think that will be all for now.
Yeah, that's even enough already. And it's so interesting. I really like to know more about the IT world because I think IT is now a thing. So, you know what, let's just jump right into the questions. And oh, okay, this is for my audience. I might be calling him MD at some point because that's what I used to call him. But for official sake, we are going to use Mr. Tokyoni for watching. But
What's the meaning of MD? MD can be my dear.
Okay.
MD, I don't want Mr. Aliju to come after me.
MD means music director. Yeah, he used to be a music director in church. His treasurer of International Abuja, and of course, everybody loved him. And we are still, as you can see, he's been out of the country since last year, and we are still very much in the talking terms. And
I'm still your MD.
So he's our MD for life. Okay, so MD, let's just jump right into it. So the first question I got, because I got quite a number of questions, so I was just able to streamline them to this one. So the first one was, what influenced your decision? Why Canada? Why not other countries? So it's like a 2-in-1 question. What influenced your decision to leave Nigeria, and why Canada?
Yeah, actually, the motivation behind living in Nigeria, it's about in search of a better life, in search of I want to live in a place where there's sanity. I'm sorry to say that.
Allowed.
So I want to eat, and I look at the future of the next generation. That's what informed my decision. Just to, I believe that I have capacity to do more than I'm doing.
Wow.
Do you understand? So, and I also believe that as far as you can see, do you understand? The more exposed you are, the better the opportunities that will that you can maximize. So that's what informed my decision. In search of better life, in search of to live in search of a more fulfilled life. And why Canada? Well, the reason why I chose Canada, I thought about Australia, I thought about UK, I thought about US, but the reason why I chose Canada is because of the economic opportunity in Canada, cultural diversity, the education system, and the most important of all the reason is because Canada has the easiest pathway to become a citizen. Wow. Do you understand? The easiest pathway, the cheapest pathway you can afford to become a citizen. It's compared to other countries, I think it is the best. And if you have a Canadian passport, you can have access to over 150 countries.
Wow, that's awesome.
150 countries, some without visa, some with visa on arrival.
Wow.
Do you understand? Although in these over 150 countries, Nigeria is not part of them. So if you want to come to Nigeria with Canadian passports, you have to apply for visa. So it's with Canadian passport, you can touch a lot of places if you want to go. So that's my reason for choosing Canada.
Wow, that's awesome. So imagine me having a Canadian passport. I have access to so many other countries. Wow, that's an eye-opener for me. I never knew that, and I'm going to hold this in case I'm planning to relocate. Okay, so the second question, did you have a conviction in your heart that it was really time to go? Did you hear from God, or you just decided to try? Was it a faith-based, or it was a logical reason?
Yeah, you know, the Bible says the steps of the righteous are ordered. Yeah, understand. So I took the decision, and I heard from God.
Wow.
Do you understand? So it's about it's, of course, there's some decisions you take, you ask God to give you direction. There are some in the course of your action, then God speaks to you that you can go ahead. Do you understand? Then I work with God. I believe that if it is not the plan of God, if it's not the will of God for me, it will not be easy. My journey from Nigeria to Canada, it's all like a testimony. It's not something I can. Sometimes when I think about it, that if I want to play everything that happened back, I might not be able to achieve it with my power, with my strength, with my network. Do you understand? So it's God. So I see the hand of God in what I'm doing, and so I took the step. Then, jokingly, let me just do that. I took the step, then God followed me.
Took over.
God took over.
Yeah, God took over. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I am really, really impressed. So now to the main gist, the migration itself. What was the first step you took, knowing that, okay, I'm migrating? What was the first thing you did, the very first thing?
Yeah. The first thing I did was to get a passport. First thing, if you want to travel out, you get a passport first. That's the first thing. So I don't have a passport. My wife had one.
Okay.
That has expired passport. So when we thought about it, when we discussed it, the first step is to first get a passport. It's a lot expensive. So you need to start with the first thing first, get a passport. So we all got a passport, myself, my wife, my daughter. That time we were just 3. So everything was around 50, maybe 70 something thousand. It was even difficult to raise that 70 something thousand for the 3 of us. Yeah. So it was around 70 something thousand. So we got the passport. That's the first thing. So after the passport, we waited. Then the next step was to write the English test exam.
Okay, that's the IELTS.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So we wrote that one, the 2 of us. That time it was around 75,000. So that's another 150,000. We waited again to recuperate the money. Then the next step. I think there's a question, maybe later on, there's a question that we'll talk about.
How do you think? So this question is asking, when did you start? Like the year you started the whole process, and when did you finally go? When did you finally?
Good. That's a very good question. Now, I started the whole process in 2018. So my timeline might be different from everybody. Then I also want to say this as a caveat in this discussion. I'm not an immigration expert, so whatever I'll be saying, it's due to my personal experience.
Okay.
Do you understand? So I would advise the audience to still go and Google. Things might have changed from the last time we did our own. Do you understand? So, so I started my process in 2018. I think we got the passport around maybe February, March, April, there, but I can't remember the exact month again. So I started my process in 2018 in 2021, last year, January last year. So it's around 2.5 years thereabout. I can't calculate how many years now, but 2018, almost I moved in 2021. But the timeline is different. My timeline will be different from
others,
another
yeah.
person. Do you understand? I have a friend I introduced this to, and he did everything in less than 18 months.
Wow.
Less than 18 months. So, because my journey is a bit different from passport to then it all depends on this question of how long will it take you. It all depends on at the point you want to start counting from.
Okay.
Do you understand? Then
Yeah.
if you want to add the length to when you wrote your when you wrote the IELTS, when you submit your credentials for West to verify. If you want, I'm adding that to my timeline.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
But there's another timeline from submission, from submitting your application. Do you understand? To the time you got your COPR.
Okay, so
that's
since like we
timeline.
are talking about the timeline, can you just give us the basic steps? Like, okay, from your passport, what you need to do, like let's just
yeah. Things has changed now a lot in Nigeria. Like I know somebody that is trying to get passport for over 6 months now. They said there's no more paper or something.
Yeah, I heard
they're changing. So that if you want to add that to your timeline, then
that's another 6 or almost 1 year.
Even recently, about my own timeline, I got my passport in early 2018. Then November 2018. No, okay, July 2018. We wrote IELTS in 2018, July 2018. So then in November 2018, we paid for WES. That's myself and my wife. We paid for WES. That's World Education Service. So WES, what they do is to evaluate your credential, because the whole immigration, I moved into Canada through express entry.
Okay.
So for those that don't know about express entry, it's like a ranking, it's a comprehensive ranking system that you apply, you create a profile based on your skill. So what makes the point is your level of education, your age, your age, your level of education, your age, your what else?
Does
your
spouse
family, too.
Yeah.
Your spouse, education.
The number of family, does it affect?
Then it doesn't affect. That one, that's financial.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I wanted to say something now.
Language?
Your IELTS. No, yeah. The language test results.
Okay.
So it counts. So those are the things that have the point. That's the process you come to Canada. So it's the federal express entry scheme. Do you understand? They call it federal skilled workers, something. So that's the process we use in coming to Canada. So I submitted my credentials for evaluation, but due to Nigerian factor, I submitted then the university, what do they call it? ASU. They went on strike. So it took almost 7 months for the West to complete their evaluation process based on the university delay. So that one got completed in June, July in 2019. So it got completed in July 2019. Then I got a nomination, a PMP nomination from Ontario.
What does that mean?
PMP means provincial nomination. Nomination. Do you understand? So provincial nomination
from the is it from them or someone nominated you, or how to?
No, the way it works, like I said earlier, guys, please Google what I'm saying to get me information. This is not this is just this is
just
a
an
chat.
Experience. Yeah,
this is exactly, it is not an immigration process training. So it's Ontario. Ontario is a province in Canada, so they also do nomination based on deficit in some areas, in some skilled areas. So they do nomination. So we got a nomination from Ontario, and to get a nomination from Ontario, you can Google to know how that works. So from that, so we got the nomination in August. Then we applied. Then the nomination went through, we got approval. So that added to our points in the express entry. So we got the federal, we got to the pool in January. So our score increased when we got the results from the Ontario nomination. Then we applied for the express entry in January ending. That's 2019. Is it no 2020? So you see now from 2018, 19 was more of the West, then the provincial nomination. So January 2020 was for the federal nomination. That's the federal express entry scheme. So from there, COVID happened. So there was a lot of delay.
Lockdown.
Do you understand? So we now got the final, what they call passport requests. That's PPR in October. So then we moved in January.
Oh, okay. Wow. Thank you so
much. So that's the process. That's the process I followed. That's the process that's still obtainable right now.
Yeah.
You understand? But it all depends on, for those that are watching, it depends on the program you want to use to come to Canada, scheme you want to use. So I'm talking about federal express entry and the provincial nomination program. That's PNP. So, but there are a whole lot of other stuffs that you can explore, depending on your circumstances, depending on your condition, depending on your profile.
Okay.
Do you understand? So, because the same scheme I used 4 years ago, I cannot use it now again because of age.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I have to also maybe use another scheme or look at what I have, if I can add more qualification, like some people used to do French.
Yeah.
To gain more points.
Okay. So apart from the one you used, are there other ones that maybe the students, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of program. What I did, the provincial nomination program is still there for different provinces. In Canada, they call they have province, not states like Nigeria. In Nigeria, we have states. Here they have provinces. Yeah. So they have 6 major provinces. So there are a lot of programs that each of the provinces are doing in getting in their nomination. So you can go through that, you can read that. So there's students, a lot of people right now are using students because student scheme. You come to study, from study you get the work permits, then from work permits you get you look for a scheme that is applicable to your profile to convert to permanent residence. Okay. The whole goal when you're coming to Canada is to become a citizen.
Yes.
That's the end point. Do you understand? So if you are coming to from students permits to work permit, from work permit to permanent residency, from permanent residency to citizen. So that's what is still and there are a whole lot of other stuff. Just go to YouTube and search how to come to Canada.
Okay.
You see, or the ways to come to Canada, scheme to come to Canada. You will see a lot of programs.
Yes.
That you can use to come.
Wow, that's awesome. Thanks for the breakdown. So someone said, what do I need to start doing to hasten my process? Do you want to give like
what to do to hasten your process? Nothing really. You just hasten your process. You are not the one to hasten the process. It's the process. I don't know what the person means by process, but get your passport if you don't have one.
Yeah.
Go and write exam. Before you can even talk of any program in Canada, except if you're thinking of going through students, you have to have your credentials evaluated.
Credentials, yes.
That's West, or it's not only West. There is ICAS. There's a lot of organization that does that, but I think West is popularized. So get your credentials evaluated. Do the English tests.
Okay.
So once you do those two, then you can begin to look at what are the opportunities that can be applicable to your profile.
Okay.
So to hasten it, Nothing, just start there. Once you do
Process.
the basic ones. But if you are going through students, not all schools accept, not all schools make IELTS compulsory because we are an English speaking country.
Yeah.
So you can just look for schools you want to go, then get admission.
From there. Okay. I wanted to ask, so your education qualification in Nigeria, does it matter to like your BSc, your master's, your
Yeah,
PhD?
it does add to your point.
Okay.
It does. If you are doing express entry, for example, you need more points. So you can gain more points from your academic qualifications. So if you have BSc, that's a point. If you have diploma and BSc, it gives more points than just BSc. If you have OND and HND, it gives more points than just BSc.
BSc. Wow.
Alone, because they look at OND as a separate program, HND as a separate program.
HND. Wow.
You understand? So it gives you, they evaluate it as 2 or more degree.
Wow. Can you imagine? And in Nigeria, we don't really rate OND and HND. We believe BSc.
It depends on what you are using it for. It depends on what you are using it for. This time around, you are using it for immigration purposes. So it gives you more points. Yeah. Do you understand? So then if you have masters, more points. If you have PhD, more points.
More points.
But the point is that sometimes if you have PhD, those that have PhD, they have lost a lot of points in age.
Yeah, in age, yes.
So if you are young, 32, if you are less than 30, your chances are bright. If you have masters. If you are less than 30 and you have masters, your chances are bright. Just Google and get more information on how you can, how you can get that.
Okay. Someone is asking, are there any specific things to focus on in terms of personal development to improve my chances?
Yeah, that's like what you just said now. You can you can do French.
Yeah.
That's also another thing to improve your score. And for your chances, personal development. Yeah, it's in twofold. Now, personal development to come to Canada, that's one. Personal development to get to Canada and be relevant.
Yeah.
You understand? That's another thing, because it's not it's life here is not automatic. Do you understand? It's not as if once you get here, then you just start seeing dollars.
Yes.
Life will just be smooth. Because a lot of problem we have in Nigeria also is that the Nigerians, I don't know about other countries, but a lot of problem we have when we come here, we notice that we are not relevant for the job market.
Yes.
Do you understand?
That's a very major one.
So we now need to look for ways to improve ourselves, especially those that are not coming from an IT background. If you are coming from an IT world, they speak the same language. If you're a developer in Nigeria, it's the same thing you do in Canada. It's the same thing you do in Afghanistan. Wow. So it's the same thing everywhere. They speak the same language. Do you understand? But you're coming in as an accountant, for example. Then, do you know Sage? Do you know Sage 30, Sage 300? Do you know QuickBook? Do you know how to use Salesforce? I'm not saying everybody is, there's a skill gap for everybody, but a lot of people, because of even, in Nigeria, when you graduate as an accountant, where is the work? So unfortunately, you don't even practice, and the drive for personal development is not there.
Yes.
So because you're already busy doing something else. Maybe you're selling
on Instagram
salad.
Empty, nice one. As I'm sitting, JJ, I was straight bullet, bam.
So, and you're successful doing it.
Yeah.
You understand? So, why will you want to go and learn QuickBooks?
More things.
Because you're already there. So when you now immigrate this place, then you need to. So those are the things you can do for personal development. You just need to find something. Then another thing I used to advise people today is that if you want to come and you want to develop yourself, look for a job before coming to Canada and look at the requirements.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So if you're coming, you're looking for a job as an accountant. I keep using accountant, maybe because my wife's an accountant.
Yeah.
Look for job and look at the job requirements. Then develop yourself in that area. So whatever your profession might be, you want to come over here, develop yourself in the line of your career so that when you get here, you will be relevant. You understand? All you need to do is to find that entry-level job. Then you start building yourself.
All right. So apart from IT, accounting, what was in for the health workers? Are they that relevant there? Like with what they studied here in Nigeria, or they might need to do some other?
Yeah, in Canada, there are professions that are regulated. There are some professions that are regulated.
Okay.
Do you understand? You cannot come in here and start practicing. Okay. So I'm sure they know that. So you need to just Google and know what works. For example, I know about lawyers. You cannot come here and start practicing. You have to write. My sister-in-law here wrote almost 7 exams.
Wow.
Before she became, because she can now practicing law in Canada. So you have to know what works, and that's why sometimes it takes time. For example, for a medical doctor, it takes forever. It takes a lot of time. In fact, you cannot even. I had that. Please Google all this information. I heard that you cannot even study medicine directly as a foreign student. Do you understand? You have to first start from somewhere. I'm not in that line, but I heard that. So there's a lot of limitations for some professions.
Wow.
Do you understand? So it's not as if it's impossible. It's just that the process of conversion takes time.
Must follow a due process. You can't jump
it takes time. It takes time. So if you don't want to follow that, it's either you change your path when you come here, which I see a lot of people doing. I see a lot of medical doctors changing their paths to something that's and they are being successful.
They're doing well.
Something else that they are doing well. You understand? Or you just come here, you follow the process. Or some people go through UK to do exam and they now do conversion. So, but I'm sure the medical doctors, they know what to do. And people in the health industry, they know how to.
Okay, so this is personal. So how is Canada? How did you settle in, work, all of that? So able to get a job immediately? What did you do? What was the process?
So when we moved in 2021, January, that time the pandemic was still, in fact, there was lockdown.
Yeah,
there was lockdown in Canada. So we did quarantine. From quarantine, we moved to my sister-in-law's place while we looked for the accommodation. So when we got the accommodation, then we settled down the kids in their school. And for that time, school was still online. Wow. So I think they started, then they stopped again. You understand? Okay. So they finished the whole of last year's session online. You understand? Wow. So finding a job too wasn't that easy. So we got a job. So after working for a while, we decided to improve personal development, upgrade. So we looked for 1 or 2 courses we can do in school. So I went to do a postgraduate certificate in Algonquin College in Ottawa here in Canada. So I did a course there. My wife too did her own course. And when we finished, we were more relevant than the people we
more employable.
So, so we got jobs and we settled down. So, but here the systems are different. So as I'm saying it sounds easy, and really it is easy. Do you understand? Just as long as you are legally staying, you have a lot of government opportunities to explore in any decision you want to take, so
Wow.
that can assist you.
Wow, that's awesome. So you, I think there's a question about having a support system.
Yeah. Having a support system is very
yeah,
good.
having a support system, how does it help? Like,
Good, it's good. It will ease your settling down.
yeah,
If you don't have, it's not a crime.
okay.
You will still navigate around. You navigate your way around. It might be a little bit difficult. You might spend more, but you will settle down.
Yeah.
You cannot you cannot go back to where you're coming from because you don't have a support system. Yeah, I advise people that make sure you go to a place where you have a support system. Your support system can be your friend, your cousin, your relative, your family members, but make sure that the support system is willing to support.
Okay.
You understand? Because I've had a lot of experiences where people actually know somebody and they told them to come. Then when they got here, the person's phone, the person's support was not supporting.
Support system have collapsed.
Yes, so the person was not picking.
Wow.
In fact, I know somebody that this thing happened to another person last month. The person even booked the Airbnb he's using for quarantine, where the person is close to the house of this guy. The phone was not going, could not contact the person. So it's not supposed, it's not all supporting system that are supportive. So make sure
that's bad.
Your support system, but the most important support system is God.
God.
As long as He's willing,
can never fail.
it can never fail. It can never fail. So as long as you are willing to move, so make sure you have your plans in place as backup.
Yes.
But it's good to have a support system.
Okay, thank you so much.
In fact, in Canada, all those programs, sometimes if you have a family member that is blood related, you have.
Okay, so the question is it easy for children to adjust in school, like to settle down?
It's very, very easy for them. Very easy for them. You know, children, they like my daughter Melody. Her settling down was so fast. She connected so fast. Her tongue changed so fast. Accent, there was a day she was joking with me that Daddy, you speak Nigeria English. That I speak Yoruba English. That when I talk, she said, when I talk, I'm too aggressive.
Okay.
That can I talk a little bit slower and lighter? Then it don't happen. so that's it. So it's easier for them. It's easier for them. And the school, you know, here you go to a school in your neighborhood. So it's easier also for you to get to school. So it's not something difficult. And education system is free here in Canada. For kids until high school.
So so till primary school?
No, as in it ends in high school.
Okay, after the high school, that's when if you're going to the university, that's college, that's when you start paying.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. All right, that's good. Let's run. So Paul said during the process, I'm sure there were times you got very discouraged. Lack of funds and other things. What kept you going?
Yeah, it's the vision. Like I said, I started, then I know that this is what God wants me to do. So the vision, and anytime you got stuck, you ask God, I'm at a T-junction now.
Yeah.
I don't know where to turn to. So God keeps opening up doors, left, right, center. Do you understand? So, but I've learned a lot in this process too. I've learned a lot about trusting God in this process, that you don't know how it's going to, you don't know how it's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen is where the next fund is coming, where the next resources is coming. You just trust God that when you get to that level, something will happen. God will open doors. I was telling somebody last week that, okay, the person was asking me, she wants to do students and blah, 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 blah. So I told her maybe around 12 million naira thereabouts, because if you're going to students, you pay school fee and all those things, location, 12 million. So I was like, where will I see the money? Well, sometimes it's, sometimes when you encourage people, it sounds unrealistic, but that is what I've experienced. That is what I've experienced. I've experienced the hand of God. Do you understand? I've experienced the hand of God in this process from day one. Wow. Do you understand? So it's not easy. Sometimes, even apart from funding, sometimes you have to also be patient. Yeah. Do you understand? Yeah. Patience is a lot of virtue in this process. There was a time West was delaying to get our credentials verified. Wow. For almost 7-8 months. We started sowing seed in church just for this process to be done. So sometimes that can, sometimes you can quit when things are not working. There was a time, and you know, the more you delay, the more your age increases. Yeah, increases. And the more you lose points, the more you hear about so many new rules. Wow. Right now, Express Entry is on hold. Wow. Because of the coronavirus and a lot. They said they have over 1 million backlogs that they need to treat. So just imagine if you are waiting in the pool now. So you keep waiting. Yes. If God has said it, He will do it. He will watch over His word to perform it. Yes. Yes. You understand? So it's not going to be an easy journey, but just hold on. If you want it, you'll get it, and make sure that you don't give up, because there's always at the end of the tunnel. That's awesome. Thank you, MD. So since you're talking the line of funds, can you give a rough estimate on how much you spent? Yeah, it depends on the stream you want to use in coming, but for us, how much? Because the money was not, it was not a budget money. It's not as if I budgeted it's not like you had the money 5 million somewhere. So I keep spending it. 1 million, 2 million. But if I want to calculate, okay, let me give you a breakdown. For example, let me start from passports. Okay. Passport for the three of us is 70-something thousand. So let's just say 75 so that we can have an easy calculation. Okay, so if you're going to do, MD, hold on. If you're going to do like a family passport, is it cheaper than doing individual? It's the same thing. They charge you individually. Oh, they charge individually. Okay. Okay. So there's no, I don't know about now. Okay. But even if you are like that senator now that have 28 children, you understand? Plus husband and 4 wives. If they apply all together, there's no discount for the number. There's no discount. So, but I'm not working in the Nigerian immigration office. Yeah. So maybe there's discount. You need to find out. Yeah. Okay. But to the best of my knowledge, there's no discount. So, so that's 75,000 for the three of us. Then from there we paid for West. Okay. West was West thereabout. So that was another 120,000. Let's say West was we paid 60,000 for West. 60,000 naira. For each person. That was 60,000 naira for each person, and I'm using the rate of 2018. Okay. Okay. The dollar rate of 2018 was that's Canadian dollar. It was maybe 285 or 290 in 2018. Wow. How much is Canadian dollar now today? It's 450, 455. Black markets anyway. Okay. 450, 455 to one Canadian dollar. So that time it was around 285. That's in 2018. 2018. So that's let's say another 120 for no, okay, we pay 60,000. We pay 60,000. So that's another 120 plus 75. Then we IELTS, you pay for IELTS. So I'm costing my own pathway.
Yeah.
I'm costing my own pathway. So we pay for IELTS. IELTS that time was 75,000. So I'm sure it is a lot more expensive now than that time. So then when we got the nomination, when we got the provincial nomination, we paid $1,500 Canadian dollars. That's like 450,000.
Wow.
You understand? Plus some other fees. Then when we got the provincial nomination to the federal nomination, that's the last one. We paid around 800,000 for something I've forgotten. But
that 800,000 was it for one person? Or for the two of you?
No, for everybody. Yeah, for everybody. For the family. Yeah. And that was the okay, yeah, we paid in total. What we paid when we were submitting our final application was $2,450.
Wow.
Anytime I talk about dollars, so $2,450. So that was close to 900,000. That was close to 900,000. Yes, that time.
Yeah.
900,000. So in whole, maybe let's just approximate it to like 3.5.
Yeah,
yes,
not bad.
3.5 for that process.
But yeah,
3 million, 3.5. So you can just do the math. But proof of fund now. Proof of fund is the money that must be in your account because you are submitting your statement of accounts.
Yeah.
So the proof of fund is also being calculated based on the size of your family.
Okay.
The size of your family. So if you have a family of 4, a family of 4, a family of 3, or just 2 if you don't have any children. So depending on, so I think in our own time, our proof of fund, initially we were 3.
Okay.
That was $19,800.
Wow.
Later, we were 4. In the course of our application, my wife gave birth.
Wow.
So the proof of fund changed from 19,800 to 24,000.
Wow.
That's for 24,000 plus. That's for family of 4. Then, if you're a family of 5, the proof of fund is around 28 or 29,000. Please confirm all this information on the internet, please. So that's the way it is. So roughly, plus transport. When we are coming to, you have to pay for flights.
Yeah, flights. Yeah.
Pay for this and that. So for our own scheme, if you have 5 million, you should be able to.
And
that is excluding.
Added, the dollar rate.
That's excluding proof of fund.
Okay.
Because proof of fund, you are not spending it until you enter Canada. Proof of fund, the meaning of proof of fund is the money you are going to use to settle down for the first 6 months.
Okay.
That's the meaning. So they want you to have the money that you can use to settle down for the first 6 months. So that's how they calculate the proof of fund. So, but everything we spend, so that's there about. So you can just calculate it. All these are on the internet. You can, and you have access to information. So just do your own calculation based on the present rates, and you know what it costs. But nothing is hidden. Nothing is hidden. And don't, like when we started our own, I didn't do a total cost at the beginning because my faith was a work faith.
Yeah.
So I'm using my faith based on the level that I want to pay for. For example, the faith I use for passports to get 75,000 is different for the faith I use for West. It's different from the faith I use for. Do you understand?
For proof of fund.
For proof of fund, exactly. So if you have the savings, then you can sit down. Do it. But it's also good to sit down and count the costs.
Yeah.
Before you start. But don't put the costs in front of you to it can serve as a discouragement if the means and you want to do it. So just step out in faith.
Hallelujah.
You see the hand of God.
All right, Emily, thank you so much. So another one. So if you are given $1 billion,
no, dollars or naira.
Oh, naira. 1 billion naira to come back to Nigeria, will you accept it?
Yeah, the question is tricky because I don't want to say it's in now. I'm a guy at the top. You say another thing. But actually, the answer is no. A billion naira is not. Okay, let me answer it by $1 billion to Canadian dollars. How much would that be? Yes. It's I don't know if 1 billion divided by 450.
Yeah.
So it's beyond money now. Coming to Canada is beyond me. If it is just me, I can relocate with 1 billion. I can come back to Nigeria if it is me.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's beyond me. This decision is not just for me, it's for the next generation. It's for the generation after the next generation.
Yeah.
So how will 1 billion naira settle us? It's not about Nigeria, it's about the system. It's about where it's about the system. Let me just say
where it works, where things work.
Yeah, but you know, this is a public space.
Yeah.
We believe in the good Nigeria. We believe Nigeria will be better. And,
yeah, we do.
But just make your choice. But
so
my choice,
1 billion naira is a no for you.
Is a no for me, and the reason I'm saying no is because this if it is only me and my wife, we'll come back with 1 billion.
Okay.
But for my generation, for my generation's sake,
yeah, it's risky.
It's risky. Thank you. It's a risky deal.
Okay, so another one. Someone said, what other countries have opportunities that you know about that people intending to migrate can benefit from?
Yeah, UK. A lot of people are going to UK. A lot of people are going to UK now because it's faster and students' pathway is just get admission. You go. So I don't know about how it works in UK, but I know that a lot of people are going to UK. UK is there. I also have a lot of people going to Cyprus.
Okay.
Cyprus is even very cheap. Just get I think less than 1 million or so.
Wow.
We go a long way. You get a student. I heard that when you get there, they'll get you a job you get a job. You get a job to also pay for the remain for your tuition fee in school and stuff like that. So I don't know about Cyprus, but I have one or two people there. So Cyprus, then from Cyprus, you know, anytime you're traveling out, the traveling is not the end.
Yeah,
it's just a means to an end. So whatever decision you are taking, there's Australia, people are still in Australia. It's a bit difficult. It's more expensive, but people are doing. I'm also hearing some people are going to Poland. People are going to a lot of places. So just do your research. Then, like I said, traveling is not the end. It's just a means to an end. So you need to know what will be the end of this journey.
Yeah.
If you cannot determine that at the beginning, please, you're not ready to, don't relocate for now.
Yes.
To determine the end of this means, then it will help you in making a better decision. Do you understand? And always look for somebody that have gone through that route for advice. Okay. You understand? Look for people that can go through that. Like, if you need advice on Canada, you can meet.
They should watch this video.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we get to me. She used to be my P in costume in Nigeria. So
Yes.
so just get people that have gone through that route, then
Yeah.
you can make better informed decision based on. But there are a lot of countries. Some people still do US till now. I don't know how they do US. I don't know the process, but at least I know about UK. I know about Cyprus. That I'm sure that I have a lot of friends that have gone to the places.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you so much.
Yeah, of course, I miss home. But what I miss home is a relative statement. It depends on the angle I'm saying it from. I'm looking at it from.
Yeah.
I miss home about the people, not about the place.
Yeah.
Really, there's nothing I miss in Nigeria.
Emily, don't miss us.
That's what I'm saying. I said I miss the people. No. I said I miss the people. So anytime I feel I want to go back to Nigeria, it's about the people, not about the place.
Yeah.
I didn't miss anything about the country. Is it?
If you're missing us, can you call us?
Yeah. But sometimes you just want to see people, you want to gist, you want to. So that, thank God for technology. Technology has, in a way, replaced that. So what am I missing? I'm not missing NEPA light off.
Okay. It's okay.
Let me gist you this. There was a time they took lights in my house. I was shocked. So not be only Nigeria they take lights.
And I'm sure there will be excuse for it. Something must have happened.
See, immediately the light went off. A lot of people went outside. They were like, "What's happening?" In less than, in fact, when light goes off like that, there's a site you can track what happened.
Wow.
They will report the reason why the light went off, and they are updating it every time. That's estimated time that the light will come back.
Wow.
And
See,
they'll be telling you, they'll be updating you that they're already in the control room. They are doing this, they are checking. So you'll be checking. They give us an estimated time, and it took so long.
Wow.
How many hours? It was around 1 hour 45 minutes. That was the longest. When I was telling somebody that it took like, and the light went off, it took a lot of time. The person was expecting me to say like
maybe like 2 days.
When I said 1.5 hours, it was like, that one
is normal.
So that's a country where system works. Really, from my experience here, the issue we have in Nigeria is just people taking responsibility. Really, because there's things can also work in Nigeria if everybody can take responsibility and not wait for the government. Of course, the government has a lot of role to play in creating an enabling environment.
Yes.
You don't understand, but we don't take responsibilities.
Yeah, we are the Nigerians. We are the one that will make it work.
Yeah. It's Nigeria that will make Nigeria work.
Yeah.
That's it. So really nothing to miss at home. Is it paying our school fees that we're missing? Not easy. You understand? Before I left Nigeria, I'm already paying over 200,000.
Yeah.
For Melody.
Tell me about it.
Do you understand? So, and you come here, you say good system, a good school system. The pictures of my, maybe I'll send some pictures to you. Melody School, you can just put it on the picture. You see, primary school, I'll see how beautiful the thing is, like a university settings. If you see their high school, their college here, do you understand? So, what am I missing? Just the people.
People, really, basically. That's all you mean.
The thing is that if they can import everybody, all my people.
And don't worry, I'm coming soon. Loading. We are coming very soon. I think there's still one. How has this new reality affected your perception about people that want to migrate?
Yeah, it has changed. Initially, when I hear people traveling out, for me, sometimes I feel Where are they going? Nigeria is good. Nigeria is it's going to be better here.
Yeah.
Nigeria is going to become better one day. But I started realizing that when I got here, I started realizing that when we are saying Nigeria will be better, in relationship to what? Nigeria will be better, fine. But comparing it to what? Better from what to what? Okay, Nigeria will be better from 450. Let's say Nigeria is, if dollar comes to, if Canadian dollar comes to 350 now, that's Nigeria is better.
Yeah.
Sure, So how do you want to compare that? So my perspective has changed towards people traveling now. Is actually in search of a better place, a better system. Here, see, whatever you are doing in Nigeria, if you do this, you put the same effort here, you'll get more reward.
Results. Yeah.
More results than what and the effort you are putting and the results you are getting in Nigeria. So that's actually the motivation. Wow. It's just getting a better place, a better system, better opportunities. So that's the perception that has changed in seeing people traveling out.
Yeah. Thank you so much, MD. I think we've answered almost all the questions, and I'm sure the ones we did not. Okay, there's one that asks, how is Canada?
Yeah, it's good. It's okay. I wanted to say something the other time. Yeah, it's somebody posted something online, and I resonate with it a lot. It says Canada is my place of blessing. Nigeria is my place of birth.
No count.
So I was now like, okay, the Lord told Abraham, I think I put it on my status one day.
Yeah.
That leave your father's land and go to a place where I will show you.
Okay, I think I commented on the other maybe it's Canada you are going to already.
That's if I want to use my own MD version, there's message translation. If I want to, so it's like the Lord is telling Abraham, leave your place of birth and go to a place where I will bless you. So that's the place of blessing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's just on a lighter one. So, but it's good. It's I've never regretted I took the decision. God has really made has really blessed us. My life has been transformed, changed. Canada has been good. It has been awesome. It's a place to be. I didn't regret the decision. Do you understand? The money I've spent, it's like an investment when you want to relocate. Just see it as you want to do a business, then you're investing. Do you understand? So the returns in just 1 year is 100 times what I've put into it.
Wow.
100 times what I've put into it. So there was a time I was like, if as little as the life I'm living is, let me use that word, as little as the life I'm living is, you need to be in the elite side in Nigeria to live it. You understand? You need to be in the class of the rich. You understand? To be able to live that little life I'm living.
Yeah.
You understand? So because I know how people that are rich in Nigeria are living, and it is just the base. It's just the least anybody can live here.
Yeah. Wow.
You understand? So if you think you are doing well, then come here. You will see that all the things you are bragging about, that's the regular life. It's nothing. It's no big deal. Buying a car here is not a testimony.
Wow.
You can get it if you want to get it. Buying house here is not a big deal. It's not a testimony. So some of the things, there was one day that my pastor in Nigeria posted something on the platform that when you travel out, what would be your prayer points? when you are living in a system that works.
Wow.
Do you understand?
Truly.
Because basic things that we pray for, God, let there be light. I'm going no more. Let there be light at home.
Pray for
We are
food,
praying for
money,
food. We are praying for food.
accommodation.
We are praying for accommodation. We are praying for accident-free journey.
Yeah.
Do you understand? You know, if accident happens here, the first thing they do is to check if the person has mental disorder. Because in as much as accident happens, but things are done in a way that they've put a lot of systems in place to reduce some stupid accident. You know, in Abuja, some accident that is just
breaking
based
traffic
on
lights. As simple as breaking traffic lights.
So that's the system. That's the system. Now I'm just I'm in few months in Canada, and I'm like, can I even drive in Nigeria again? Do you understand? So there's some things. Yeah, there's some prayer point that will change.
Yeah.
Just come see that you have 15 prayer points just by changing from one place to another. 12 prayer point has dropped. Do you understand? True. You pray every day. Every day that you want to go at God. Don't let me. In fact, as small as me, when I'm in Nigeria, I used to pray for VIO. God, despite the fact that my papers are complete, let me not jam VIO and road safety.
They can frustrate you.
It's your complete paper.
Wow.
You understand? So just moving from a place to another, 15 prayer point has dropped.
Yeah.
So that's how Canada is.
Bless God. We bless God for Canada. And we pray that God will open the pathway for everybody that wants to migrate.
Amen. Amen. Just do it the right way. That's another thing I want to advise people to do.
Yeah.
Do it the right way. I can say it's easier because I migrated in a legal way. You understand? A lot of people come and they run away. They don't want to return back. They are illegally living abroad. They will not have the same story I'm telling you.
Yes.
You understand? Because it will not be easy. It will not. There's a lot of government support, but you can only access it if you are legally staying in the place. So make sure you do it in the right way. Make sure you do it in the right way. It's not a do or die thing. You don't have to if you cannot.
Yeah.
You understand? And the blessing of God doesn't reside in a place.
Yes.
It's not, it doesn't mean that if you don't travel out, you cannot make it. Do you understand? So let's not put pressure. Don't put pressure on yourself, and take it a step at a time. If it works out, if it doesn't, enjoy where you are. I didn't leave Nigeria because I hate the country. It's not because things are bad. Do you understand? It's just, like I said, a better life. It means that you are good.
Life.
You want to move to, do you understand? You want to move from good to better. So it's not about if I don't do it, then I will die.
Yeah.
So don't put pressure on yourself. Trust God to make it happen, and also know where God wants to be, where God wants you to be part time.
Yes.
That's more important than the old idea about I want to go.
That's key.
People live Canada life in Nigeria. Yeah, it's possible to live a life of abroad wherever you are.
Yes.
Do you understand? So that's my advice for people.
Thank you. Last one. How is the cold there?
Those are the things that I know the good side of traveling out. But when we came into Canada, we entered to the temperature of -29.
Wow.
When we exit the airport. So winter time is actually, even the people that are born here, they don't like winter time, the winter season. It's right now we are in -17. It was when I got here that I know that in the morning checking temperature is important. In Nigeria, I don't even know what's my business with temperature.
Funny enough, I do check temperature, but it has not passed 30 something. I just check, maybe there's going to be rain or how sunny is going to be. Actually check. So I won't have problem when I come to Canada.
How many times in the day do you check it?
Well, maybe in the morning, majorly, or afternoon. That's all.
Here, when you wake up, it's like a routine. Apart from after quiet time, the next thing you do is check temperature.
Wow.
When you want to go out, you check your temperature. The reason is because you want to know how to dress. You want to know how cold it will be. Even beyond the temperature, you also check how it feels like. Temperature can be like 17 and can be feeling like 20 something. Like right now. Do you understand? So sometimes it feels like okay, like look at now. Right now it feels like 17. No, the temperature is -17 and it feels like -25.
Wow.
And so it's really cold, it's really chilled. Really chilled. You have to dress everything
covered up.
So well, that's the downside. And you just live by it. You get used to it.
That's okay. You have sun here. You've had enough sun all your life.
And when it is summer too, it can be really hot.
Hot, yeah.
When it is summer, it can be really hot.
I heard the summer too is very hot. Like
really hot. Sometimes we have sometimes we have 30. In fact, last year, there is a particular place in Canada that was up to 50 degrees. Then there was fire.
Yeah.
Based on the
hotness. Yeah.
So it's not as if it's not as if it resides in Nigeria alone.
Yeah. Just that I think theirs is like on the extreme, cold extreme, and summer too. Wow. It's been an amazing time chatting with you, MD. I really, really enjoyed myself. I'm sure you do too.
Yeah, it has been an awesome experience. Thank you, Oye, and the
crew. Thank you so much, MD. I'm sure we're going to do this some other time. Probably with Melody too, so she can give us a bit of the Canadian life from a child's perspective. I think we'll do that too very soon. So thank you so much, MD. I'm so happy we did this, and I'm sure a lot of people have gotten answers to their questions.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. So say bye-bye to everybody.
Yeah, bye. Thank you for inviting me.
Yes. Bye. Bye, sir.
And it's a wrap, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I really had an amazing time. I learned so much, things I thought I knew, and it brought so many perspectives into it, and I'm really, really glad we were able to do this video. So if you enjoyed the video like I did, please give the video a thumbs up. Just click on the like and also comment on whatever it is that you've learned. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to see you in my next video. Bye.
1, 2, 3, action. Hi, Mr. Tokyoni for watching.
Yeah, that's 2021. That's last year. So after the quarantine, then we first started settling down.
Wow, it's hanging. MD, hold on. Please, can you start that again? MD.
Okay, so when we got here during the
MD, can you hear me? Please, let's start
Yeah, I
that
can hear
question
you.
again. My internet is not stable, so on break. We're going to so.
Yeah, that's another issue
Okay.
from that side.
Naija wahala, ẹ má bínú. Ẹ bá wa manage ẹ bẹ́ẹ̀. Okay, good to see you again. Good to chat with you.